Dan, Democrats have been talking, some Democrats have been talking for a couple weeks now about the message of don't get baited by Doge and USAID, don't get baited by trans, don't get baited by anything. Just focus on one single issue. The economic impact Trump's policies are having on people for healthcare, for education, for everything that's being talked about to be eliminated or cut back. Is that the right message? The impact on the real lives of real people? And if it is, can Democrats be disciplined enough to all stay on it?
Yes, I think it is a good message. It's not the end all be all. I think the challenge is, to your point, they're not disciplined. They're all over the place with like 20 different examples of how Doge is harming stuff, or he's not paying attention, the price of eggs or the price of cars. Like, I think they need to kind of pick three or four things that everybody can repeat and focus in on that. And I say it's successful because you see over and over again Trump's not paying enough attention on the economy. People are not happy about prices. They're very nervous about these tariffs. They're very nervous about the impacts of some of the foreign events going on. So I think there is an opportunity. They just need to focus in. And I think, things like Kathy Hochul putting up a sign that says, if you've been laid off from Doge, come to New York and we'll hire you, is not the right message. It's just bigger government, I don't think, is a winner anywhere these days. And that's a very curious thing for a woman or for a governor who is seen as fairly weak and not really in control of her government in a strong way.
I think that the Dem response, I think Alyssa Lockett has an opportunity tomorrow. I've never been a fan, I think I said it before, of responses. I don't think a ton of people are looking. And again, they're contrived because you don't actually hear the speech. You're not actually responding. So, does she talk about the price of eggs and the impact on families of inflation? The problem that they have, and they've got to be careful on this one too, is that for 4 years they said that inflation was transitory, that it wasn't a big deal. And now suddenly 1 month into Trump, they care about inflation. So there is a bit of a issue there with credibility when it comes to economic issues. How she handles that in particular tomorrow, and it's not just her. Right, part of the bigger issue the Democrats have right now is that they're not singing on the same sheet, right? Each person has their own stuff. There was a huddle, a meeting over the weekend, I guess, where they were all throwing out ideas. And the problem is, it's like any food fight of a party out of power, that the base thinks that we need to double down on the base stuff, and the more moderate folks think that we need to do less of the base stuff. And until somebody rises up, everybody still thinks that they're the right. They're right. So what happens tomorrow night isn't just about the message, it's about the coordination. Do they actually get people to sing off the same song sheet or not?
Well, they're trying to by having Democrats members bring as guests people who have been or will be adversely affected. We'll see. All right,
But I
last
mean,
thing
Mark,
before.
even that's going to be curious, because if all it is just people who were laid off, the secretary and so, that's sad. But like, if it's a veteran who, suddenly was answering phones and now the phones aren't being answered, like, that is a good example. But if people just bring anybody, it almost seems like we're defending every single job cut. And that would not be the place I'd want to be.
Yep.